Hey guys, it's Mark with Spiguyver Backpacking. Thanks for joining me today. I'm out here real quick with two new pieces of gear. I just wanted to show them to you real quick and give you my very quick initial first impressions. So let's take a look. Let's go. Right here, I have my new Dream Hammock. Just came in about 2 hours ago. Finally got it. Been waiting for about 6.5, 7 weeks for this. This is a 1.6 Hyper D Raven. So I've got a Sparrow, I've got a Darien. I wanted the Raven. The reason I wanted the Raven is that I have let people borrow hammocks or loaned hammocks when I've gone out on trips. I take my kids out on trips. My kids flip-flop around a lot in the hammock, and every other hammock that I'm using right now is directional. Now, some of them the direction can be switched, but that involves taking off the top cover, flipping it over, and setting it up a different way. For the kids, as they flip-flop through the night, I want them to remain comfortable and keep everything the way that it should be. The Raven is going to allow that because there's no set head or foot end, and there's no set lay direction. So that's where this one's going to come in really handy. It's a neat design, very cool design. I had some things about it that I wasn't quite sure, but last year down at the Texas Hang, I got a chance to talk with Randy, Indiana, Papa Smurf and Mama Smurf, and lay in one that they had set up there, and I really liked it. I liked the design, I liked the ideas, the thought that went into it, and the things that I wasn't sure about, I was able to see firsthand and see how they worked. And so those are some of the things we're going to explore and we're going to talk about when I do a more long-term review. Now on this one, I went absolutely bare bones. No extras. I didn't get zipper pulls. I didn't add pullouts. I didn't add a ridgeline organizer. I went as low cost as you possibly could just to show options to those of you out there that want to get into a custom type hammock, something from Dream Hammock, without putting out a huge expenditure or going just overboard with options, because you can. There are so many options you can do with these hammocks. This was my attempt at showing you bare bones what you can get and how well it'll still work. Now the second piece of new gear that I've got out here is the suspension. So let's take a real quick look at that. So here is the new suspension that I'm using with this one. I like that it's blue. I've got the Moroccan blue on the new Dream Hammock, so it all is color coordinated, works well together. But this blue webbing is a new product that Jeff Myers and Myerstech have put out. And what this is a very lightweight Dyneema type product. I'll give you the exact makeup of it and all of the dimensions, all of that stuff when we do the longer term review on it, but I just wanted to point it out, show it to you. I believe this comes in at 4 grams a foot, so super lightweight. I've got 15-foot tree straps, so a loop on the tree end, no loop on the other end. Now, what I've heard is this is actually substantial enough webbing that you can use a spider system or any of the other Dutch type systems with it. So that's something, an option that you may want to consider. Up here at the tree is another piece that Jeff Myers and Myerstech have been putting out that I really like, and this is a hardware-less setup. So I was going just completely without this, using the tree strap, but then I have to loop it through around the tree and go through the loop on the end and pull the whole length of it through, and that gets to be a little bit cumbersome. Not bad, but a little bit cumbersome. So he's added these continuous loops with a big knot. I don't know if this one's actually called a Celtic knot or not, but I know, or not. I know that some people out there call them Celtic knots. But anyway, what it is it's kind of like a soft shackle type system, but it becomes a carabiner. So you just wrap it around, you've got it through the loop here, and then you use it as a carabiner to lock it on. Now I'm using a little bit different setup on this one than I have on some of my other ones. I've used this setup from Myerstech before, really like it, and I asked him to incorporate it on this one. And I have another piece that's going to be added to this suspension system that I'll show you guys once we get it dialed in and get it figured out. but I think it's going to be something cool, something I've seen some other people doing. We're just taking it in a little bit different direction and doing something slightly different with it. Just like all my other setups, with the suspension, I'll be doing the Becket Hitch. Even though this is a little bit more substantial of a webbing, you still can get the Becket Hitch done, and done very well. And the Becket Hitch, as Derek Hansen showed, is the only setup that he found was 100% effective as a water break, as a drip line. And as you guys know, I always do a second knot a little bit further down the continuous loop on the hammock to make sure that we have a secondary drip line. Guys, thanks for joining me out here today, checking out my new equipment. The Hyper D is, as always, my favorite fabric. The 1.6 is the favorite weight for me in this fabric. Really happy with the construction of this, just like every other Dream hammock I've gotten. We'll take a closer look at it, a more in-depth look down the road once I've got a few nights in it. I do plan on having this in my pack for an upcoming trip. It's going to be a bare bones, light, ultralight, trying to do high miles. We'll see how the knee does. The knee is feeling really good for those of you who have been asking. But we're going to get out there. We're going to do this. Thanks for checking this stuff out. I will see you guys down the trail. If it's a nice day where you're at, go hang up your hammock. Have some fun. Enjoy the lay. Again, down the trail, man.